Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is on its way to release on the 26th of May? Wait, that's not right. It's the 2nd of February. It's really going to come out early April, but like the game, it was delayed until now. So let's see if we should be worried about Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Why does that name just not feel right? Welcome back to the Mumbling Game. On today's Super Mumble, we are looking at Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and it is a weird one. On one hand, we have Harley Quinn as the main character and not DLC. But on the other hand, we have this weird mix of Fortnite, Marvel Avengers and Anthem with a battle pass, and that brings so many worries. So should we really be worried about this game? Let's have a look, but before then, please like this video and subscribe for future mumbles. A long time ago, a new DC game would have been maybe the most anticipated game of the year. Does anyone remember the Batman Arkham series? Maybe one of the best superhero games out there, having a butterfly effect on the whole industry, with its combat system being smooth as a bat cucumber or a bat-cumber. If we didn't get the Arkham series, we might not have got Ghost of Tsushima, and Spider-Man would have still looked like this. It's safe to say that Insomniac Games is inspired by the Arkham series, but if we take Insomniac out of the Marvel gaming universe, damn, we have some stinkers. Even though I like the Guardians of the Galaxy game, it missed something, and Marvel Avengers, we don't talk about Marvel Avengers, and somehow Suicide Squad looks less interesting than that Marvel game that should not be named, with it just stamping that open world sticker on it and hoping to ship it scot-free with that extra tidbit to get you to purchase. But this is where the worries begin. Story-wise, it is looking very interesting, but we are missing a main element of the DCGU, this being Gotham Knights, as we have covered that game extensively on this channel. So if you fancy knowing what I think of that game, check the link below, above, below, wherever I put it. The Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was developed by the OG, the Lord of Superhero Games, the almighty Rocksteady. Rocksteady themselves have made the Arkham series, so I would have thought the gameplay would be on an even caliber, or after so many years, better than the Arkham series. Instead, we went from things like this to things like this. What feels like a mix of the Marvel Avengers game and also Fortnite, but somehow with less personality within the gameplay. Yeah, killing the Justice League as Suicide Squad sounds great, but it feels like gameplay wise it's going to be more like Gotham Knights Mr. Freeze style downgrade.
Alright everyone, chill.
Going from the most complex fun experience to a bullet sponge mess. Yeah, the big brain in the sky is going to be the big bad, and I want to find a way to pop his brain, not just shoot it with 1,000 bullets. And it feels like this is going to be the same for every superhero boss in this game. It's going to be a bullet sponge mess where you have to shoot the glowing purple thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Oh, Batman. And that's what it feels like the experience is going to be like. If I have to shoot Superman with 1,000,000 bullets, I might as well go back to Marvel Avengers. Never thought I'd say that. But at least in Marvel Avengers, it felt like every character was kind of different to a point. Miss Marvel felt very different to Iron Man, but here it feels like Harley Quinn plays the same as Shark Boy. And oh, where if I saw a true brute tank character who's not really made to jump and then slapped some magic mumbo jumbo on there, mentioned it in an interview at how it happened.
With his Atlantean drop attack.
Here he uses mystical leap.
It's happening again! And like Gotcha Knights and really Marvel Avengers, both felt very generic, and Suicide Squad Killing the Ideas is currently feeling like it's on the next generation of generic gaming. But within this weird Marvel copycat, there is even more worries.
We're all seeing that thing, right?
With that Marvel Avengers wound open, let's rub some salt in it. You would have thought DC, after that disaster of what the Marvel Avengers game was, would think, we shouldn't do anything like that. We should stay as clear as possible. But no, they seemingly doubled down on it. And you would have thought after that they would have went back to the Arkham series and kind of fulfilled that cliffhanger ending of Arkham Knights. No, instead it feels like they looked at Marvel Avengers and thought, we can do that with less characters and give all the characters guns, as it would just be easier. All the characters will be the same. This is maybe the most worrying element. Even the studios behind these games are worried with the focus on games as a service and what it will do to the DCGU. With the developers behind Wonder Woman having to go out their way to say that their game is not going to be games as a service. But it feels like this is very familiar, so let's go back in time for a moment. A superhero franchise releases with one of the best superhero games ever, then they release a game as a service game that no one really wanted, and then the final batarang in the coffin is the release of a single player game that is tarnished by the last game. Are we in a weird superhero video game paradox or something? How is the same thing happening again with less known characters this time around? You can use all the buzzwords you want in a video game title, but Suicide Squad kills the Justice League gameplay looks like I'm playing Bullet Sponge 5 How to Kill Time. Maybe it could do better with the title How to Kill the Justice League in just 5 minutes. I do hope the game does surprise me, as I'm a big Fortnite fan, but it's looking like it could be more maybe Anthem than Fortnite, and personally I don't want either in the Arkhamverse. There is still the one Harley Quinn in the deck, the story.
Lost the target! Repeat! Task Force X has lost the target!
The story here looks amazing apart from one thing. Brainiac. Why is he here? Well, he is here to take control of all of the Justice League, but for some reason only stays in Metropolis, Superman City. No, this wasn't done because this game was originally going to be a Superman game. No, this was done for reasons. That is the story in a Suicide. In a nutshell, we have the Suicide Squad of Harley Quinn, the best member, Shark Boy, the Samoan Joe character, Boomerang, the usual funny character, and Deadshot, the basic bitch. And through the game, they try and kill the Justice League and most likely Brainiac. It's basically what it says on the tin. I am still very excited to see how this story plays out, but it does come with a slight slither of worrying sauce. The worrying looking sauce on these good fried chips is the apparent connection to the Arkham universe. It's been a long time now, but it felt like the end game, pun intended, of this universe was going to be playing as the Justice League characters. There have been multiple teasers throughout the Arkhamverse. Instead, the first time we see these characters in an environment like this is around a whole story of us trying to kill them. Or is that just a title for clickbait? As I don't really want to kill any of them because I want to play as them. Does that mean if I kill the Flash, Green Lantern or Superman, we'll never get to play as them in an Arkham style verse game? Wonder Woman is the only normal one in the trailer and she has a game in development. Killing the Justice League sounds fun, I'd read that comic, but in the long run it sounds kind of weird. Brainiac being the big bad. I'm not a big Superman fan, but isn't Brainiac more of a Superman villain more than anything else? Making it weird that he's going to be the endgame boss here. Right, okay, let's set the scene. If I kill all my favourite heroes and then go after maybe no one's favourite supervillain as Suicide Squad, come on now, this game was definitely going to be a Superman game, wasn't it? Let me get out the Mumble Worry Theory board. Clue 1, Metropolis, the city of the underpants of steel. Clue 2, Brainiac doesn't really mess with the Justice League and is a weird choice of villain. Clue 3, they double down on games as a service. This obviously wasn't a recent decision, has been in the Joker deck of DC games for a while, meaning that this game could have started as a Superman game, had a lot of assets ready and loaded for the big blue and red, and someone looked at this game and thought, oh, we need to make money from this forever, like that Marvel Avengers game. And they couldn't just use the Justice League because they still had to be in the Arkham universe, and Justice League without Batman is just a league, and didn't want to make him into a generic fighter as they did that 4 times in Gotham Knights, or more like Gotham Jesters. So what's a group they can do anything with? The Suicide Squad. Give them all the guns because they're kind of villains, put them purple blobs everywhere, and oh, don't kill Wonder Woman because we have plans for her. You can't not look at these clues and not think who let Penguin out, as something smells a little bit fishy. There are many reasons why to worry about this game, but the main worry here is the gameplay. At one point you're traversing through the game and it looks great, and then it seems to just skip to that gunplay where it looks really bad. Look at this example. We have Joe, Shark Boy. At one point I'm thinking this game looks great and it feels really not from the same game. Look at this transition from melee to shooting, it just doesn't feel natural. Maybe it's just me thinking that, but when I review this, if I am wrong about this, I will hold my arm up and hope to God that the big shark dude does not bite my arm off. I have looked at this clip about 10 times and it just doesn't feel right. The gunplay here, it feels like it's not originally meant to be in this game. I know I'm preaching a lot that this game is not the original idea, but I'm feeling Evil Devil Eater has stuck their fingers in a cool ass caramel chocolate and blackberry pie and made it into rhubarb, and not even Detective Chimp likes rhubarb pie. You know who does? Money Hungry, studio closing just before Christmas, and the same pie fluffer that cancelled Final Space. Sorry, my personal feelings got in there. Anyway, Suicide Squad gameplay looks like it's the next generation of boring. It feels like it has a Destiny 1, Anthem, Crackdown, Marvel Avengers mixed with a massive open world. I look at it and the gameplay, I think it could be fun for an hour tops. The story here seems like it will get you through, but it's the game won't be balls to the wall story, as it will have a battle pass, so it will have them grindy missions that repeat, and you need good gameplay for that. I don't really know why, but I'm not feeling this. I want to feel it, but I can't feel it. I don't know what I'm not feeling. If this was a carpet, it would be that short carpet, not that long carpet what feels good between the toes. You get what I mean? What I'm trying to say is that I am really worried about this game, but it's kind of that double worry, as this will be the last time we hear Batman's voice by Connery, and it is sad that we will most likely be the killer as Batman, which is also kind of weird. This is kind of a confusion worried about, as I'm not really sure if I'm that worried about it, as the story, what I come to play games for, looks amazing. But for some reason I am not sold on this gameplay. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is some PTSD of the Marvel Avengers game, or maybe I'm just being paranoid and this are tingling, so I'm not sure. But what do you think? Have you already pre-ordered the game like me, or are you waiting to see if you want to buy How to Kill the Justice League in 5 minutes? Comment below your thoughts, and remember to like and subscribe for future mumbles.